The Expert Series is brought to you by Draw It Paint, the dry erase paint company that specializes in the highest quality of whiteboard walls available worldwide. Draw It Paint is constantly undergoing tests and procedures to ensure industry-leading, top-quality products with 3 selections to choose from. Recruit, Unique, and Limitless are guaranteed to suit all your dry erase paint needs.
Yeah, I can totally see where you're coming from. I feel like the main reason why, because like honestly, yeah, if you have like your parents have a really successful business and stuff, then like, yeah, it's like a wasted opportunity for you not to take over. But at the same time, you mean like career is such a huge thing in one's mind. Like one's if you don't, like I feel like some people don't do it. Like this is how I see it. Like I feel like some people don't take those opportunities mostly because they don't want to wake up every day and dread going to work because they hate the job. That's the thing. So I don't know, like it kind of raises, like it's another question I have is like, how do you measure success? Because a lot of people measure success by how much money you're bringing in and how much you're like, you know, how much of that money that you're saving and living comfortably like outside of work. And then other people will measure success in like your job, like your dream job. Do you have to wake up every day and dread doing it, even though you're making a lot of money? Or are you waking up every day and you're like, you know, I don't have to work a day in my life. Like, this is what I want to do. And you live like just, you know, like you're making just, like you can just be making some like, I don't know, like, let's say like $80,000 a year or whatever, like enough money to live comfortable. But you don't have to work a day in your life. So like, where do you measure your success? Because like there's always a constant debate between the two.
So I think it's a fusion of both, and also the amount of positive impact you leave on other people's lives. But with that being said too, I think a lot of people lose sight of what is actually happening in our society or in the world. First of all, what is the retirement age? 66, 67, right? The first people that are going to live to be 150 years old, they've already been born. So people are not going to die at the age of 70, 75, where you have to live 10 years on retirement. They're going to live another 30 to 40 years not working if the retirement age is 66, 67 years old. Social Security is gone by 2035. It was never intended to be something that is going to last forever. That is like an explicitly known fact, but a lot of people believe it's meant to like support your life. It's not. Like there's no way you can live that long on Social Security, pay for all your expenses, all the healthcare that you're going to have at that point in life. So I think people also need to understand that you can live a great life that makes no money, but don't expect people to support you later on at the end of your life because of the choices you made. I think there needs to be a balance in everything. If you love something and you can't make a lot of money doing it, do it as a hobby. If you can't support yourself when you're 90 years old, because that's going to be the fact of the matter, unless we're going to rely on our children all the time to just ensure that we have amazing lives until the age of 120 years old or whatever. That's not right. And I think a lot of people are not looking that far into the future. And that's going to be a problem. I mean, you see every year people are living longer and longer. The oldest person is always older than the person that just recently died. And it's going to be a trend that's going to continue on. You're not going to be 150 years old and have the body of somebody who's 150. You're going to be 100 and the body of somebody who's 70. Like we now understand how to slow down the cellular aging process, and it's only going to get better. And naturally, people are going to live longer. So, was the government going to support every single human being in this country to live to be over the age of 100? No way. No way. It's just not feasible unless you put some sort of population control tool in place where every 5 years you can have a kid and you can't have more than one kid or something, unless you make so much money that you can support all the offspring that you have. No way, nobody's going to be okay with that. So government is not meant to support people. It's meant to set rules and regulations so all the other entities don't take advantage. And I think it's a little vice versa now. So.
Yeah, I can totally see what you're saying. Like, I think there needs to be a balance between the two. It's like a balance of time, how much time I'm spending enjoying myself, enjoying my life, and like fulfilling my life, and then how much money, like I'm making on the side, whether I can support myself in 30, 40 years time, even if I'm older on a pension. Like, you got to look out on, you got to look at every aspect of it. And, I think that's how you really come to terms with all of it. So
I agree. So I got 7 minutes left before I got to head out to work.
Oh, you got 7 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I talk too much.
All right. Let's start with this. Any advice you give to any other guys trying to get in the dentist industry or whoever?
I would say in school, keep all doors open. Get as high grades as you can, just in case you want to specialize or something like that. But networking is key. Go to every single networking event. Like, talk to upperclassmen, talk to faculty. Join the fraternities. Anything that can put you in a position to meet as many people as possible is what you need to be doing, because you never know where you're going to be at come fourth year when it's time to start figuring out what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life, where you're going to end up after graduation. So I think networking is key.
Okay. All right. Another key question we could finish out with is how do you self-promote yourself and your business?
So I work for somebody. I don't have my own business, but essentially through social media and word of mouth. But social media is definitely a good one, because everybody's on it. Let's be real. And just networking, talking to people. I've met people who I still think face-to-face or like person-to-person referrals is still the best, because that's where I've gotten, I'd say, the most patients. I have interest from people on Instagram, but face-to-face that I've met in the Vegas area, they're like, oh yeah, so-and-so recommended you, so here I am, or let's set up an appointment or something like that. So I think that's the best. So.